Hey Maximizers, and welcome to Build a Business with Chris, the place for you to learn how to build a profitable business that you love. I'm your content coach, Chris the Maximizer, and today we're talking about sales. And today we're talking about how to make them sales on YouTube. I absolutely love YouTube. It is my favorite platform. If you are watching this video in real time, I'm doing Content Miss, and I am posting 25 YouTube videos in the month of December. I'm posting one every day, Vlogmas style, but Content Miss style. And I am so excited to be doing this. It is filling my cup because I absolutely love YouTube. And I love being able to make sales on YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my top tips for making sales on your YouTube channel. If you don't have a YouTube channel already, and I will link my playlist here on how to start a YouTube channel. And I want to encourage you that it's not too late. Every day is a good day to start. And if you want to start that YouTube channel, now is the time. But let's just dig into how you can make sales on YouTube as a business owner. First things first, you have to build an audience. You have to have someone to sell to because you cannot sell to an empty room. Virality is not the goal on YouTube. Consistency is the goal. And in order to be consistent, you have to have an audience. So you need to take your time and build an audience first before you can sell anything. When I first started my YouTube channel, I built for 9 months before I sold a thing. So it wasn't until I started my YouTube channel in August and I started selling in April. So it's at about 9 months, 8 months. I started making my first sales in April after I had been just creating content, boom, 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 for like those first 8 months. So you need to spend time building an audience. Now you don't have to spend 8 months doing it, but I highly suggest 6 to 8 weeks. So that's about 1 to 2 months of you building an audience before you decide to say, hey, I have something to sell. Because you want to have someone in your audience who's actually going to buy it. Your audience needs to know you, like you, and trust you before they can buy from you. Most people are not going to buy from you the first time they see you. It's going to take a few times. So if you're posting every single week for 8 weeks, okay, by week 7 or 8, your audience may be warmed up enough to be like, you know what? I trust her. I'm going to want to buy from her. My next tip for you when selling on YouTube is to sell one clear offer. Now you can sell multiple things, but when you're in one video, when you're in one group of time, sell one thing at a time forward facing. You want to have an offer that you're very clear on. You clearly know what problem you're solving. You clearly know how your product, your offer solves the problem. You don't want to be in a video saying, hey, if you want to work with me, go to christhemaximizer.com. I have multiple coaching packages. No. If you want to buy my new lip gloss, go to christhemaximizer.com. I have a bunch of different lip glosses to choose from. No. You want to specifically sell one clear thing in your videos. And as a byproduct of like going into the store, buying a toothpaste and leaving with $100 worth of stuff, you go in for one thing and you may leave with multiple. It's overwhelming to your audience if you tell them, hey, just go to my website and buy something. Versus, let me tell you specifically about my brand new content membership that's going to launch in January of 2026. And then I share all the details of my content membership. If when you go to my website, you see my one-on-one coaching and you see my Voxer coaching and you're like, oh, I want that too. Okay, you add those things to your cart as well. But I'm never going to say, hey, if you want to work with me, go to christhemaximizer.com and pick a package. That is not going to work best. I am going to specifically share with you one of my packages, the one that I want to sell the most at that moment. And if you go to my website and you decide that there's another package that works better for you, that's fine. But I didn't just give you an open-ended invitation to go and pick whatever package you want. I specifically shared with you one package, why it's going to help you, why it's going to give you more of what you want, why it's going to transform your life. And then you went and decided that another package is going to work a little bit better for you. So make sure you have one clear offer that you're selling in your videos. My next tip for you when selling on YouTube is to create a sales video. Think of this as your mini commercial. I want you to sit down and make a video that has all the details of your offer. So what is it? Who is it for? How does it work? What transformation are they going to get? What's included? All the nitty-gritty details, including pricing. So that way, when your audience is curious about the offer, if they have questions about the offer and you're not on live or you haven't responded to their comment yet, they can watch the sales video. You can also link the sales video in your other YouTube videos when you mention your offer. So you always want to be mentioning your offer in your videos, even when you're not selling it. So if I mention my content membership, I'm going to link my content membership in the iCards above so that you can know exactly what the content membership is. And it's going to be linked in this video. So if you're interested in the content membership, it's going to be linked here. And you can go and get all the details of it. The link for you to join the membership or buy the product is going to be in the description box. It's going to be on the screen, and you're going to be able to have all the details. Now, you still may have questions after you watch it, but I am going to do my very best to cover 90% of everything that's included in the membership, so that way you will make your informed decision to decide, is this membership for me or do I need something else? So make a sales video that has all the details of your offer so you can use it to share it with your audience. It also can be used in your emails. It also can be used on your other social media platforms. Think of it as your commercial about your offer with all the details. Next way to sell on YouTube is in long form video content, much like I'm doing right now. You want to create long form videos that are 8 to 10 minutes long, and you want to educate and you want to inform your audience on a specific topic. Now, I'm selling my content membership all 2026 long. That's my main offer. That's my main focus. Now, the core elements of the content membership is I'm going to help you create consistent content that converts into consistent sales in your business. So I'm going to be talking about content. I'm going to be talking about sales. I'm going to be talking about growing your business. So I am going to make a detailed educational video, much like this one, how to make sales on YouTube, where I'm going to educate you for 8 minutes. And I'm going to share with you on one of those topics for 8 minutes in my YouTube video. I'm going to mention my offer in said video, and I'm also going to let you know how you can get more details about my offer. I'm not selling my offer. I'm letting you know that the offer exists. I'm letting you know that who it's for, and I'm letting you know how you can get more details about the offer. I'm positioning my offer as a solution to your problem. If you are a business owner struggling with being consistent with your content, you may want to check out my content membership because it's going to help you create that consistent content. How we plan our content for 30 days at a time together every single month. You're not going to have to worry. You're not going to have to stress. You're not going to have to worry about what am I posting tomorrow. You're going to have your content plan for the whole month at a time, and I'm going to teach you that live. So in your educational video, you mention your offer, how it's going to help your ideal clients, and you let them know how they can get more details. That's it. That's all. And you can do that in all of your long form pieces of content. You teach and educate for 8 minutes. You spend 1 minute letting them know how they can connect with you, how they can grab this offer, and then you go about your business. And then you link your sales video to the video. So maybe they get another 3 to 4 minutes of all the great details about your offer. So you want to be utilizing your long form content every single time with a clear call to action that allows your ideal clients to know how they can get that offer that's going to help them get more of what they want. The next way to make sales on YouTube is to tell the story of your offer. So what I mean by tell the story of your offer, you can tell this within a video or you can do this in your sales video, but I like to do it within my videos. Tell a little story about my offer. I kind of did it a little bit before, but I'm going to go into more detail of what I mean. So I'm never going to sit on here and say, join my content membership, okay? Now I wrote something and I'm going to read it because I want it to be very specific. It is very authentic. It took me a while to write this, so I want you to know when I'm looking at my screen, I'm reading this because I wrote it and I want y'all to hear because it's very impactful, right? So instead of saying, buy my content membership, instead I'm going to say, the reason why I have a business and made hundreds of thousands of dollars is my content. I was a content machine that built my business. The reason why I'm able to be a content machine was because of consistency and planning. I started off by planning my content by the day, by the week, by the month, by the multiple months, and I realized that planning by the month worked the best for me. I was posting every single week on my YouTube channel for years, but it was hard. It was like really, really hard. I had to be disciplined and self-taught until my business coach helped me run the business side, but she didn't help me with my content. That was something I had to figure out on my own. I figured out my own content strategy. I figured out my own frameworks. I figured out my own concepts to help me be better with my content. And that's when I figured out that planning my content a month at a time was the best thing for me. So when my business coaching clients came to me and they're like, Crystal, help me with my content, I was like, okay. And I just shared with them what I had been doing over the years to make my content run seamless. These clients started using my frameworks. They started using my strategy. They started using my concepts, and content became so much easier for them. They were able to be consistent. They were able to reach their content goals. They were able to grow their audience and make sales on social media because they were consistently planning their content months in advance. Then I started getting a crap ton of questions about like, Crystal, how do you do this content? How are you a content machine? And I started teaching it. And then I said, I need to come up with a way to easily help my ideal clients with their content, with their consistency, and with their sales. And one thing that I do really, really well is memberships. I had my Money Saving Academy membership for 5 years. It was my bread and butter. It was the way I showed up the best to my audience, and it was a group program. I realized group programs are great for me. I'm able to show up, help my audience, but my audience is also able to get community. My clients had so much community, and I said, how can I turn the best of the Money Saving Academy, the Money Makers Academy, the Side Hustle Society into something for business owners that need content? And that's when I came up with the content membership. Now, it does have a name. The name will be released soon, but I decided to create this content membership to help business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales, but also give them community, give them coaching from me, guidance from me, but community from other business owners who are in the same boat. Thus, the content membership has been born, and it will be rolling out, and we will be starting strong in January of 2026. So if you're interested in joining the content membership because you are a business owner who's ready to be consistent all 2026 long, just go ahead and get on the wait list. All you have to do is get on my email list at christhemaximizer.com, and then you'll receive a link to click the button to join the wait list for the content membership. You see how I told a full story about how I got to having the content membership. A lot of people are interested in that story. A lot of people are interested in understanding why I decided to start this membership and why I decided to create it in the first place. So this story is something that I'm going to tell on my social media platforms, within some of my YouTube videos, that is going to bring my ideal clients to my email list and to the wait list for the content membership. Now, I'm not selling the content membership at this moment. I'm just saying get on the wait list to if you're interested in the content membership. But that will lead to sales in the future. So when you're selling, there's a difference between hard selling, there's a difference between soft selling. Hard selling is the doors to the content membership are open, this is why you should join. Versus soft selling, the content membership is coming, get on the wait list to get all the details. The next way you can sell on YouTube is by using your shorts. I fought using shorts for a very long time. Shorts is a great way to connect with your audience and bring them over to your platform to watch your long form content. But sometimes you can also make a sale in a short. A really good story about your clients, about your transformation, about your story, and your ideal clients are really interested, they may buy directly from the short. But at the very least, you can get them to comment, you can get them to join your email list, and then when you're on your email list, you can further sell to them that way. Creating shorts really brings awareness to your business and awareness to your channel. And the more people that are aware that you exist and subscribe to you gives you more of an opportunity to sell to them once they're a part of your community. Next way to make sales on YouTube is to go live. Yes, going live is one of my favorite ways to sell on YouTube. And the reason why is because you get to interact authentically as yourself and engage with your audience in real time. Your audience does not have to wait to get their questions answered. They don't have to wait to get details about your offer. They don't have to wait to ask you something specifically on how the offer is going to help them get more of what they want. You can in real time answer their question, give them what they need, and they can make their informed decision on if they want to buy or not. You can also think of YouTube Live as QVC. Think of it as a show and tell. You can show us your offer, you can show us your product, and you can tell us all the reasons why we need it and all the reasons why it's going to help us get more of what we want. So going live is a great way to sit in front of your audience, share some information with them, but then most importantly, share all the details of your offer with them and then get them to become a paying client. My last tip for you when you're selling on YouTube, make it easy to buy from you. Make it an easy website to buy from. So if you haven't bought the domain name of your business, buy the domain name of your business. Also, make it easy for them to click the link in your description box. Don't make them have to jump into a lot of hoops. If you're selling something, make that the first link in the description box. If you have a really easy website, like I have, christhemaximizer.com, put it across the screen when you're editing your videos. If it takes a lot for your audience to buy from you, they're not going to buy. They're going to get upset. They're going to get discouraged. They're going to click off and they're not going to buy from you. So make it easy to buy from you. Make it easy to get to your website. Make it easy to get to your email list. Make it easy to click the link and make the purchase. Make it very easy for them to input their credit card information. Again, if it's a hard to do, they're not going to buy from you. So just remember, make it easy to buy. So these are my top tips for selling on YouTube. So I'd love to know if you have any questions. You can drop those down in the comments. If you're not a part of the Build a Business with Chris family, please go ahead and subscribe and join the family. We'd love to have you here. And if you are not already on my email list, make sure you click the link in the description box to get on my email list, or you can head to KristaMaximizer.com, click on join the list. When you're on my email list, you get notified when I go live. You get notified when I post new content just like this. And most importantly, you get the most up-to-date details on my brand new content membership that's launching in January 2026. So I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.